April, hey.
Hi.
How you feeling?
Hi. You know, still here with dirty audio. Shanti
Oh,
joined me in dirty audio. We apologize to y'all, but guess what? Doing the best we can in my makeshift setup.
internet's still
And
in Philadelphia.
still
So,
here
yeah.
in my mama's basement. Look at Blue. Y'all want to see Blue?
Not blue.
You want to see something, y'all? So poor. You tap her butt up. You're not looking at me.
Let me see.
It
Do it again.
it bothers me that we record and you don't look at the video. You look at the paper or something.
I was trying to prepare myself, okay? Doing the best
But
that
you
I
can
can.
have two things open at once on your screen. You can minimize the recording
Well,
real
I'm also
small on the
technically
side.
not as advanced as you, and I'm
No,
working on
you
it.
know how to
Let me see you
minimize.
hit your cat's butt, girl. Your freak nasty self.
Ready? Go.
Oh boy, we do not need to see your cat's anus. That
Why
was
would you? I didn't.
strange.
She, she got problems. She ready, poor thing. I'm so sorry. Me too, girl. She doing the best. She like, girl, something happened. My mom's like, oh, it's so disgusting. Why did she do that? I don't like that. You upset your grandma like that, girl. Anyway, hi. Oh, please
Hey.
start. Please start. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I see your updates and it looks great to me. So go right on, girl.
So I was driving to New York or whatever. Oh no. It
Oh,
all started that I had to clean up my apartment because I thought internet was going to come to my house. So I was like, oh, I got to get my house together. And I needed to put my tunes on. And I put on Justin Timberlake. And I was like, let me
oh.
start from the jump. So I started with Justified. It was a deep clean, y'all. Went to Justified. Did Love Future Sex. I don't know what that was. I can't let me get the title down. Wait. Love Future.
We know what you talk about, girl.
All right.
It's
And
better when you don't know. It's funnier.
and then of course ended at 2020 Vision. I want to come on here and apologize and support you in your
Oh,
theory. And
oh my
I'm
god.
gonna upset a lot of people, and I understand. And then I want to do my best to develop your theory a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Justin Timberlake's catalog and his arc as an artist, which cannot be separated from his collaboration with Timberland,
Okay.
is he is an artist. You understand me? His songwriting, his melodies, the way in which his songs ride and deepen. He is a master of a song deepening and taking you to another place that you did not know was possible, that was better than the first 2 minutes. Forgive me, a minute and a half that you were just on. Beyonce's renaissance, in which Plastic Off the Sofa blends into Virgo's groove, is what Justin Timberlake does masterfully with his songs, with which he and Timberland do, because I can't take away Timberland from it. But JT is an artist, he's invested, he's an amazing songwriter, and he loves music and is invested in the development of his craft in a way that Usher is not yet developed. Usher is a far better performer than Justin Timberlake, and Usher is more entitled to the R&B legacy. Unfortunately,
Absolutely.
JT cannot be included in that legacy. The torch is not passed to him But you
Mm-mm.
will never, ever discredit that white boy's talent and the masterpieces that he has created. I said, oh my God. They took me places while I was scrubbing that toilet. But
Shanti.
there's something about his melodies too that I just love the melodies that they create and the songwriting. And again, those songs go from 60 to 100 and you're like, "Oh my God, it's orgasmic." It really is. Shout out to JT and his appropriating ass. That white man has studied black music and obsessed over it and was like, I need to be like them. And he did a very good job and took it to a different place. Shout out to
Wow.
him. That catalog is eating Usher's up. And I said it. And
Wow.
y'all need to go.
Wow.
Those songs, you put them together. And again, you cannot take Timberland out of the equation, okay? Who knows? I actually don't think it could happen. If Usher and Timberland went into a studio, I still don't think it would be the same product of what Justin Timberlake creates. Because he's an artist. He's an artist. And I got so deep into it that I went into YouTube and watched how the songs were made and them going back and forth and their, you know, their symmetry and their just the magic that they made together. And I maybe it's the biracial in us, so we're about to lose a lot of folks, but he's still not
Catalog.
allowed. He still does not get the
No.
baton. He's not included
No.
in the legacy. You're not including him,
No.
but you ain't gonna sit here and what?
You didn't even talk about In Sync.
I don't care about because that's not a master. That's
I'm
not
just
masterful to me.
we were just talking about catalog. It's an undeniable. That's a part of it. You didn't even talk about Partition. You didn't even talk about Rehab. You didn't talk like the pen as well. Just you only. I just want to point
He's
out
an
you
artist.
only talked about his work.
He's an artist because he's an artist because he is his songwriting and the way that he creates melodies is undefeated. He could go. He
It's
could
not
get you there.
undefeated. It's not undefeated, but I heard
But
you.
it's damn good.
Listen,
At
none
least
of
for me,
us,
it's orgasmic. I said, "Oh my God, this song just took me someplace." 2020
and
vision.
neither one of us has seen Usher's show, his Vegas show. I hear
He's a
it's
better performer. Usher's
not
better
just a performer, but I hear that you're reminded of his catalog when you're like, oh shit, oh. So maybe we're tripping, but
No.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked by this, but I do accept
I
the
did.
apology
I
because
went to I
you
I
tore
went to
me
Usher's
up.
catalog. I didn't say anything. I just didn't have you back on that. I didn't tear you up. I just
Yes,
said
you
no.
did. Yes, you did.
I
You didn't
apologize.
say nothing much about the Wiz, but you went in on me when the Usher and Justin thing.
I went into Usher's catalog. I did. I said, let me turn this on. It don't take you. It hypes you up, but it doesn't take you to the places, the surprises, the melodies, the
Why?
deepening. It
You-
doesn't deepen. It's
You sound like Cornel West, and I can't take you seriously
because
for
you have to
some
understand the legacy of the jazz man and the tonality and the repetition and the legacy of a melodic memories.
I can't take you seriously,
Oh
yo.
God, I can't take myself seriously, but I was
Listen.
going through it. I said, JT,
Do you know what I thought
the
you were
blue
about
eyed
to?
soul brother.
Do you know what I thought you were about to apologize to me for?
You
Driving
don't need to
up
bring
here
that up.
instead of
It wasn't even that bad. It didn't even turn out to be that much.
instead of
of it.
listening to the plan. Y'all, me and Shanti had we devised the entire plan.
I was grieving and juggling a lot. I
Oh, don't
apologize.
blame Miss Pen. All right, anyway.
Okay. I don't believe her.
I'm grateful for that update. I really am. I thank you
We're
for
gonna
it.
catch a lot of hell because people do not like that.
They don't like that. But guess what? Guess who's not going to catch as much hell as I did? You.
Not the brown
Because
skin ones saying
people
it.
like you, they'll be like, let me go back and listen. I bet $5 since we get a voicemail like, you know what, Shanti? I went back and you know what? That because I don't even really like Justin Timberlake like that, but I went back and I made like a playlist, and oh my god, it was good. Like I guess what
Justified to 2020 is a story and a journey.
I cannot take you seriously. Well,
Obsessed.
very good.
We got the baton doesn't
Welcome,
go to him. He's not included.
welcome
Which I'm
to
gonna
our
stop.
world. I don't even think I should say my update. I think that's it. I accept. That's it. It's gonna be a short and sweet one. Go ahead.
Finally, I do want to. This is Thursday when you guys are listening to this. Tomorrow's the big day in New York City, City Point, Brooklyn. The Sable Collective, My Business, will be featured among many others for the She Did That, Renee Blewett curation in Brooklyn, August 11th through the 13th. If you're in the tri-state area, please come through. It's going to be a wonderful way for you to engage with Black businesses, new products. There's also a really dope conversation series that is ticketed during this 3-day event, but it's featuring some heavy hitters. Lisa Price of Carol's Daughter, Neffy Walker, Yaz Quiles, and I knew I shouldn't have attempted that. I knew I shouldn't have attempted that.
Keep that in. That's hilarious. She's
Renee,
a lovely lady. She's a lovely lady.
Do you know her name?
I've worked with her before. I don't know how to say her name. I was gonna let you
I
sing.
tried it, but she's a heavy hitter. Okay, they're all going to be there in a conversation series that's open to you guys. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be dope, and it's during Black Business Month. So come through, shop with us, expand your mind, learn something, and have fun. Internet, you coming?
Yeah, I'm gonna come Friday or Sunday because I have
Come
birthday
Friday.
parties once. Okay.
She'll be
Friday.
there Friday.
What time Friday? You know I work.
Anytime thing. And the time is from, that's a good point. The time is from 11 to 7 each day at City Point,
I have to be
Brooklyn.
Sunday.
Mm.
I'll be done work. It's so sad. I'm gonna try. Girl, you know
For,
what you gotta do too? You gotta go downstairs and get yourself some food in the food market.
say less, you know I will. For more information on the series, times, address, all of the list of vendors that will be in there, make sure to go to shedidthat.co for tickets for the conversation series and all of that additional event details. See you there, y'all.
Are you staying with me?
I do have to talk to you about that.
I was just like 1, 2, 3. I was like, wait.
With a weak girl, can I live with you? And you feed me.
Yes, of course. That's funny. I was like, wait.
No, I have logistics that I need to ask you about. It'll only be one day. But yeah.
Yes, no problem, Queen. I got extra spare keys or whatever. Like, all right. I don't have the updates because ain't a whole lot going on in my life
Oh,
yet. I just have been in Philly the entire summer, and all I do is brag about Brooklyn
not
summer.
my girl Philly. Apparently, internet sounds like an uneducated.
I did talk.
simpleton.
I did. You know what? Can you hear it?
Yeah, I do. You talk faster. It's in the cadence. You talk faster, and it's a lot of like.
And it's a
It's a
lot of
lot
R.
of this.
It's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot of
R's. It's the R's too. Who was I talking to? I don't know, but they were like, "Ew, you
You
sound
said that you were
different."
talking to Jade and Black, and they were like, "Stop talking."
Black
First of all,
specifically was like, he was like,
I don't want to
"Gross."
talk to you.
He was like, "Gross." I think that's what he said. I said, "What's
Is
wrong?"
that how I sound regularly?
You don't sound. He mentioned that. He said Shanti doesn't sound like that. I said,
People say
"Oh,
like I'm Caribbean. I'm confused. I think it's the
you wish
mixed.
you sounded Caribbean." No, girl, shut up. No, you don't. You want to be spicy so bad, girl. You got a tan, but you got your voice is not giving brown. Okay, You talk like your mom and your sister, if I'm being honest. You're very like, oh, oh. It's kind of like that. It's not spicy. It's not, it's definitely not Philly. You do not sound like you're from Philly. But when I come home in my white mom's house,
You just
sounded like this.
become a degenerate. You degrade.
Don't say,
You don't stand up
I
straight.
hope all the Philly girls jump you tomorrow.
You
Just for talking
apparently
like
would
that.
have slippers on walking outside with
Oh,
a
it's interesting. I hear it. Here. I don't know. Maybe I'm just more cognizant of it. You know who else I saw? Clint Coley. Shout out to Clint. He's in Philly this month, and I saw he was here. I was like, "Oh, you here? Let's link." And we got some food, and he mentioned it.
you
I
gotta
was
learn
like,
another place in Philly. You go to one place. One thing you gonna do is do it to death.
"You are so mean to me. You are so mean." They don't even understand what you're talking about. I went to the same restaurant, I got the same meal. When I like
One
something,
thing
I like
Quincy
it.
do, she gonna put everybody onto it too. I love that for you.
Whatever. I don't gatekeep. Whatever. All right. Moving right along. Speaking of Philly and degenerates. Let me not let me not purpose like that. No, I actually love this person and I don't have my speaker either because again, I'm in Philly. But
God, you
there's
coming to Philly and the quality of the podcast is even just
it's dropped. I don't have my equipment. I'm literally look at how I'm recording, y'all.
it's
If you're on
muffled.
page, look at how
You
I'm
got no
recording.
makeup on.
I got makeup for a bitch. Look at how I'm recording. It's just
Wow.
struggling. I'm in the basement on the floor. As much as I make fun of what's that man's name? I call him the basement boy. DJ Academics. I can't stand him. He be in his
Oh,
mom's
he caught a
basement
shot
talking shit
too.
about people. He always catches straight for me, but he's a Trump
Catch a
lover.
stray. I'm learning the lingo. I'll get it better next time and own it as if I created it next time. You just watch.
God, shut up. All right, for real. We got a voicemail. Listen, we got a lot of voicemails. I have to say this.
Voicemails.
Voicemails. I have to say
Don't
this.
call but more than one goddamn time, all right? That's
I'm
it.
not I'm not going to say it's a couple people who keep calling more than once. All right? Now by the fourth messages, I'm not reading. I'm not listening to it anymore, okay? It's awkward to just listen to somebody talk straight for 3 minutes 8 times in a row, y'all. I'm not doing that,
We're gonna have to
okay?
charge y'all for this now.
It's too fucking much. You know who you are. With love, respectfully, stop. Break it up or write an email. I'm probably not gonna read
Write
it
an
either.
email. I
No,
owe
I'm not
somebody
gonna
a
read it.
I owe one of our
We owe a lot of
listeners
emails.
who wrote yeah, oh God, we apologize.
We were grieving. It's been a lot going on.
They're like,
But
Child, I
listen,
sent that to you in January, girl.
we grieve it every day. Okay, life has been hard. So listen, there's another gentleman. He don't call as frequently as the other
But
two
when
that
he
I'm talking
calls,
about. But when he calls, it's a moment. And I picked out of all the voicemails one to play. And I don't know what the hell's going on in Florida. But
child,
I
it's
want to
up in the
go down to
waters.
Florida and hang out with this human. And Shanti, I think it's time for us to figure out how to do that because boy is he a treat. So here we go.
It's the same boy from it's the young John. John, how y'all say that? John from South Florida.
You tied me tonight.
I know I had left
I'm
for
sorry.
messages. Ran to that, I ain't finished yet. He was mad when I said fly you out with the plan. I'ma text Jake to get the jet. I like your body and your smile and your intellect. Anyways, look, understand this. I really love the podcast for real though. I really mean that shit. So, I really feel like maybe if y'all set up, because this is an old pod. I listen to the old pods when I run out of stuff, because like I'm a pod listener. But you had asked for recommendations, so I was thinking maybe try to go to see the thing is, both of y'all at the same time. And then while y'all go out there, kind of live that life since y'all both single. Like, that's not the right terminology. Put your toes in the sand, both of y'all. Because Shanti, Muhammad, Mufasa, that nigga gone now. You single, and then I don't know why Antoinette be acting like she been single her whole life since she was 18. I had went back to an old episode. She be capping, kid. It is what it is, though. But I think y'all should go out, do that podcast, right? But see, the thing is, I think that's in New York. So, Shanti, you're going to have to fly out. And then just kind of enjoy the streets.
Oh, it turned off. I had one job and I could not do it. Hold on.
Oh, listen.
I'll fix it.
But, that nigga gone now. You single, and then I don't know why Antoinette be acting like she been single her whole life since she was 18. I had went back to an old episode. She be capping, kid. It is what it is, though. But I think y'all should go out, do that podcast, right? But see, the thing is, I think that's in New York. So, Shanti, you're going to have to fly out. And then just kind of enjoy the streets. Let Mandy steer the boat. And then drive the boat. You know what I'm saying? Just try. Because a lot of us are really fun. And sometimes, like, I don't know. I feel like females feel like they, think we want to go the whole way. It's some certain niggas like me, like, because I'm special. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga. I don't want sex on the first night. It's about the experience. To go experience life, you know what I'm saying? Put your feet in the toes. Wait. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Put your feet, sand in the toes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, nah. Anyways, yeah. And I am that nigga that said, yo, go rate. 5 stars, though. 5 stars. Come on. Politics as usual. Wow, baby. That shit be getting me right. Nigga, I don't know what be going on, but then, Antoinette come with the, she come with the vocals, kid. She say, politics as usual. Wow. Nigga, she get that shit rocking, kid. That's the only way I stick around. I'm sticking around Shanti with her humor, nigga, what's up? Nigga,
He opening the show for us. That's the hype man right there. We actually need to record him, and that is going to be the new opening for the podcast. That's it. That's my creative direction. You gonna open it up. That's the new intro.
I love him so
to how we open our live shows. And it
I
might
love
be the
him.
intro to the podcast. Because that's how I want to be spoken about when I'm not there.
Let me tell you something. When we talk about this main topic, and just so y'all know, the main topic is going to be how we want to be remembered. This Negro's doing my eulogy. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. That's how I wanted to be.
Wedding,
speak.
Doing everything.
Speak about me. Yeah. Okay? I appreciate this. He's never said his name. Mr. Florida, I appreciate you more than you know. Okay? What a time it is to open a voicemail and hear that. And just know, Shanti, there was more where that came from. Okay, I'll send you the rest.
I am not opposed to that plan either. Mandy, see, the thing is, we're coming up there. We're recording this.
You got to fly up, though, apparently.
I got to fly up from Philly because my life is luxurious. And yes, I'm with that. Mandy, if you're listening, let's go.
Steer the boat.
They didn't know that the people need it.
Steer the boat, Mandy, so we can put our sand in the toes.
Sand in the toes. You said Muhammad Mustafa. Was that my name or the past nigga's name?
That was the nigga. That was Artsy Boy. He said, that nigga gone, girl. Get these streets, girl.
Mustafa. You know a black Arabic name goes hard. It could have been any of them. It was very close. It's true.
Oh, I hate you. All right, let's take a break. Blessings. And we'll be back on the other end of this. Oh, you going to sing?
After these messages, we'll be right back. He
Boop.
done inspired me to keep saying it. He said he
I-
looks forward to it, and I said, okay, I won't let you down again, King, even when I don't feel like it.
Keep that in, Monty. Boop. Oh God, he makes me so. Do you want to hear the other one? He makes me so happy. He really does.
He's a good
I can't
time.
believe people. I wonder how old he is. He sound like he's such a baby. He's
I should put
crazy.
keep these earrings in. That's what I'm gonna do
What
for Patreon. I'm gonna just change for the next. I'm gonna just put on different things.
you should.
Okay, where'd that come from?
Wait, listen.
It's gonna hurt my
Uh
ears
oh.
because these aren't
They hurt?
well made.
Cut me off. That's crazy.
All that pretty girls.
That's crazy.
Is this a part of the podcast
Nah,
or is
nah,
this
nah,
extraneous?
nah.
No, it's a,
And this is the thing. I ain't gonna lie. That shit cut me off. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But no, I want y'all to watch They Clone Tyrone on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And Chauncey, like, tell your homegirl, like, really, like, just fly me out. You know what I'm saying? We can have, like, a tuna burger, and then we good. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad sexy for real. Damn, I'm really talking. Oh, no. Damn, wrap it up. Oh, nah. This is not happening. I'm just going to step out the car. Nope. Anyways, love
What?
y'all
he's talking to
podcast.
somebody else.
One of my favorite podcasts. I look forward to y'all. I'm about to join the what's that shit called? Patreon. I need some more emphasis on the Patreon, you heard?
Okay.
Like, let them niggas know. Let them
Mm-hmm.
niggas know. Two beautiful
Yeah.
queens on the screen, and y'all goofy as fuck. Like, real good goofy. It's not the bad goofy. It's the good goofy. I love y'all for real. And Shanti, thank you for doing that dramatic ass. These messages. We'll be right back. You killed that
See?
shit. It's different.
Okay.
It's giving me flavor. Y'all already got flavor. I'm just a seasoner for real. Don't bring me up, but I'm gonna keep watch.
You're keeping it.
Shanti,
You're getting
I got
us
a message
together.
for you too. I got a poem for you too. I'm just gonna wait to see what y'all got to do on Monday. I'm looking forward to that because I gotta work. I work construction, so I listen to the podcast. Anyway, love y'all. Be blessed. And just remember that there's a reason why you feel the way you feel, and there's a reason why you know how to fix it. That's just how life goes. It'll fold like a sandwich. Just take a bite out of it and keep going. Everybody, around the world, girl.
Yo, he's doing I'm telling you, he's doing the script for it. That's it. When we do our live
He
show,
said,
that's him.
What he say? Fold it like a sandwich and take a bite
Take a
out of
bite
it?
out of it.
Bro, he's a real one. I'm obsessed
That's
with him.
Mm-hmm.
All
That's
right.
our hype man right there.
You ready to be somber? We don't have to be somber, boo. Oh God. Are you ready? Are you keeping the mirrors in? They so cute. They so cute. All right. And we are back. And we are back. Okay. So obviously we are coming off of a week. A week where I don't know about you, Shanti, but I have been reflecting on my life and on the lives around me. And boy, is that weird as fuck to do.
Oh.
Is it not? Like, when I say reflecting on it, I mean like really coming to grips with like my own mortality and the mortality of others around me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was sitting there thinking a couple nights ago, like, oh my God, I'm in my mom's house and one day she's not gonna be here. If I start crying, just delete it, really. But I was sitting here thinking, like, one day this lady's not gonna be here. One day her husband's not gonna be here, and we're all going to have to manage that, and in addition to life. And I was sitting with y'all, and I was looking around, like, I was looking at Miss Pam's friend who was managing her emotions. And I was like, oh my God, one day, we're going to go. And we're not all going to go at the same time. we're going to have to manage that. And it was sitting, and it's still sitting with me. I was thinking about my sister for her birthday. She was sitting there enjoying the show, and I looked over at her and just thought for a second, like, oh my God, one day one of us is not going to be here, and somebody's going to be left to understand all that. And I was just like, I don't know if I ever really thought about it. Like, if I did, but not, it didn't feel, I didn't feel it in my skin. It wasn't in my mind of like, holy shit, how would I honor this person? And like, how do they want to be honored? How do I want to be honored? How do they, like, all the things? How do I go on? How do I make sense of it? How will it happen? Just having all these existential fucking crises. And so all of this obviously was brought on by Miss Pam transitioning. And even though we know that she was fighting a battle, it felt like it happened so fast. It was sudden in my mind. And so, like, I don't know, I wanted to talk to you about that. And I guess I wanted to start with, like, what that whole experience, not only just her life, and I guess I should preface with the audience of, like, she lived a really full life. So that was a thing that was really striking to me, was that I was sitting there, and as we were kind of like helping with the arrangements, talking to the family, listening to these stories, writing things down, putting things together to honor her and to tell her story, it was such a full story. It was like, holy shit. Like, she wasn't an artist. She was a woman of God. Everybody that was in her life had like a unique story to tell, all around how she pushed them to believe in themselves more, to live their lives, to express themselves, to be better. How she was bossy and would come to their house and say, girl, I found this wallpaper. We finna put this up now. This is going to look great. Would just do these projects, or would go up to people and say, when y'all getting married? And they'd be like, I'll marry her now. Okay, you get married in a month. And then she put that wedding together. Like, things like that are like, holy, like, wow, what a life. How she would bring her kids and all her nieces and nephews together and have a teen summit. It was just to talk to these kids, to rear them, get them ready for the world. Like all of these things that it had such a huge impact, such a ripple effect. Like, truly, everybody's stuff was so heartfelt. And you know how a lot of times people pass and you just like, oh, they were so this, they were so that. And then somebody else is like, child, they were, but they was also this. Or they didn't finish. They didn't live their life. There was so much they wanted to do. It shouldn't have happened. It was too soon. There wasn't any of that here. And so it made me reflect on my own life and the lives around me. It was interesting how, like, I shared the obituary, because Amanda and I pitched in with that, Miss Pam's obituary, and my mom read it and wept. And she wept because, and what she said was, that was so beautiful. What a life she lived. I haven't done anything with my life. And it made me so sad. And I was like, Mom, that's just not true. You just don't see it. You don't see it because you're reading this. And, you don't have the insight into yourself. But, like, to wrestle with those feelings, And Black talks about this all the time, of like, if you were to go today or tomorrow, would you look back on how you spent the day and say, that's what I wanted to be doing? And it just like struck a chord with me, because I feel like I complain so much about how I spend my time and how I don't have time and my time is not my own. Y'all just understand, this is not going to be well thought out or structured. This is just me throwing shit at the wall and trying to understand what I'm feeling. But like when with the passing of anybody that you love, and especially for me, somebody I loved as dearly and looked up to, I just don't know. It's teaching me stuff, and I'm still processing what it's teaching me. Like she's still fucking teaching me, but it's like it feels nuts. Like it feels nuts. Like what happens after this? And then I'm grappling with, girl, you don't have no faith. What
Oh,
is your faith?
girl,
What is
you
your
going
faith?
all over
No,
lots of places.
I am because I'm like, then I'm
Oh,
grappling with that because I was looking at the family, I'm looking at the friends, I was looking at her. She was rooted in faith. Like all of them found comfort in like this was this is this is okay because of X. And this is what happens or this is what we believe. And I'm like, what are your beliefs? And I really felt like I would be terrified if I was near the end because I'd be like, what the fuck happens? Oh my God, it was my grandmother's birthday. I did not call her. Oh, sorry, I just realized that's the third. I gotta call her tomorrow. This is terrible. But like, what happens? I don't know. I just feel like nuts in a way. So first, I guess
oh.
I want to ask, like, how did it impact you? What did you take away from it? What did you learn? What are you grappling with your own
Um,
life or others? I don't know.
it taught me to mind my business
Oh,
in a way that what you're grappling with, in the way that I think Miss Pam was not in any way exempt of grappling with this idea of what your mom was grappling with, of what we all grapple with, of I'm not doing enough, I didn't do enough, there's so much more that I need and want to do, versus showing up each day fully with presence, with kindness, and with authenticity, because I have no idea the impact that me just showing up and being myself has on my community, which has another ripple effect, which has another ripple effect. I think this idea of being concerned with and trying to perceive who you are and control your impact on your own life and other people's lives is just going to be put you on a hamster wheel, and you're always going to fall short because we're super critical of ourselves anyway, and we have been conditioned by society and capitalism to think that we're never enough anyway. So to measure this sacred magical life against this standard of productivity and what do I have to show for is foolish. And I think Miss Pam, the beautiful morsels of spontaneity and creativity and laughter and beauty and just joy that she brought people with her, just showing up as herself, and even even the ways that could probably be annoying for some people or misperceived conceived by some people, in the way she was bossy and the way she was telling people what to do, and not necessarily doing the work, was still such a delight for people. And so I just want to like mind my business and not concern myself with that, because what I'm measuring myself against is always trying to discredit or discount me, and just show up the best that I can and authentically. And I love that she was an artist. I love
yeah.
that she was just creative and that she pursued that and she shared that with so many people. and
And it
she was in
wasn't for
practice of.
consumption.
It
It
wasn't
was
for
her,
consumption. It was
her.
for herself and her art. You could see her. I love, as an artist produces more and more, you can see their style and their voice and their energy. And she definitely had a style in her color usage and her lines that I just loved to see. And her art was
Spicy.
interesting. It was, child, the content was like, okay, Pam. And I love that. I
Yeah.
love that so much. And so I feel really inspired to tap into that and not be scared of that in myself and to just keep creating. Um, and yeah, I think similar to you, seeing how everybody congregated. The way that she left was such a testimony to who she was because she left surrounded by deep concern and deep care and love and
Support.
what other way do you want to go? Like that was like, oh, I pray for that for myself. I just, if there's anything that I want to cultivate, is like, okay, to leave, just like you said, to face that uncertainty. Or some people may not have that same relationship with death, but for me, it feels like very uncertain to face that, to experience that with the ones I love around me. Feels like whatever portal or passage we go to go in the arms and the hands of somebody, the ones we love, into this next experience is just like so rare and beautiful. And I love that for her and
Yeah.
us. I love that for us. I love that for us. Um, I'll also say that oh, I'm gonna cry. I feel so honored and just like you said in our past episode, how to see Jasmine show up for her mom and all of us show up for Jasmine, and to know that like we have this sisterhood and this net and this hug and this like I'm gonna show up the way that I need to show up, how I can show up, was just like felt like such a yeah, just like such a rare and special thing that deepened my gratitude for the love that we have for each other and like the security that creates, that like, oh shit, you know, inshallah, that when we have to face these hard moments in life with each other and in our inevitable demise, that we have these group of people that are going to show up and know how to show up and know how to care, like really care, and not the performance of it, but like really, really care. Um, I think that was really powerful for us and really, yeah, I've just been sitting with that as well and how to like be present and show up even when it's not this moment of need and like keep nurturing that. Because we
Yeah.
have kids. Our kids need to see that. I wish, I wish I had exposed more of this process with JoJo. She had seen more of what it's like to transition and not hide that from her. The hours were long, but I think I do regret shielding her from something that is so inevitable in life.
So then I think there was a lot of comfort felt because everybody felt like, everybody here felt like, wow, it wasn't nothing else that lady could have done, could have tried to do. Like, she did it. She did it and fully and beautifully. And like, there was so much comfort in that. And I think, I think, I guess what happens is that the mind your business. I mean, not for me. I don't worry about that for me. I worry about that when I hear that kind of thing from people that I love, like my parents, like my
About your
mother.
parents saying I didn't do enough?
Yeah, or, you know, I think about, I don't want to be disrespectful to my parents, but I just think about, what we wrote, what we said. And I know, like, I'm struggling here. Um, I know that, I know what I would say, right? And I'm not sure they would be like completely pleased by that. Like, not
What you
because I
would say
was,
if in their passing.
yeah, like I know how I
Mm-hmm.
would represent them or what I would
Mm-hmm.
want to say, but that's
Mm-hmm.
all from the viewpoint of a child,
Mm-hmm.
as them being a parent,
Mm-hmm.
who they were,
Mm-hmm.
who they are, right? And I can see who they are as human beings as well. But still, from a child is different. It's like, and I wonder, like, did they fully live as they are without being just my parent? And it worried me. It worried me of like, if I were to feel like they felt like they didn't, and that there were all these stones unturned, how could I cope? You know?
How could you cope as a living descendant of them,
Yes.
knowing that they
Like, no,
passed
like,
with so much unresolved
yeah.
feelings? That ain't your business either. I know that sounds so cold, but it's like, what if the range of existing in life is not always supposed to be um, high or good or fully evolved? What if that experience that folks are I think about my own parents, one parent in particular, that for whatever reason this is what she is choosing in this life. And it is a deep lesson for me. It is a deep lesson for a lot of her kids. She teaches me so much in her decisions about how she wants to live her life that I am I feel grateful for in a lot of ways. It's a hard, painful lesson, but she's still teaching me stuff. Her existence still reverberates and impacts a lot of people, um, that I don't want to I can't discredit her existence or what she's come here to do or not do. And again, I just can't unpack this idea of productivity and potential that we've been taught is like what we're here to do, because there are some people that come into this world that cannot walk, that have disabilities, that
Mm-hmm.
leave them in a vegetative state, that they can't be discredited or dismissed or somehow there are a excluded in terms of the value of their life or what's possible from them from somebody else that's also living in a vegetative state but fully able to move, I guess. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I can't discredit how we've been taught that
Yeah.
your life isn't worthwhile unless you have reached your full potential, done everything that you could have done. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I believe that.
Hmm.
I don't know.
How do you
Yeah.
want to be remembered?
It's so funny. I actually turned to Joe and I asked her, and I was like, Joe, if I pass, what would you guys do? And she's like, we get chicken wings and
Oh, what did she say? Tell me.
I screamed and cut her off because I screamed loud and I gave her a hug. She's like, we have chicken wings and we dance. And
Oh,
I was
that's
like, not me
perfect.
being remembered for chicken wings, my
But
happy
that's
Sunday
and dancing, and that's perfect. I love her for that.
mom. My go-to, is it my go-to? I was talking with somebody today about how uncomfortable it is, or how it's, yeah, how uncomfortable it is for me to take compliments or for me to take energy of like, oh, you've done this for me, yada, yada, yada. So I can't answer that without knowing that I have that. I have to really get over that, and I have to absorb some of the good that I do offer others and the impact that I have. But mm, yeah, I would want us to eat. I would want y'all to eat. I would want y'all to dance. I would want y'all to laugh.
Have DJ Diamond Cuts at the spot
Have
again?
demon cuts. Um, yeah, I would want lots of laughter. I would love that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to be cremated or buried?
I don't want
Now
to be
let's talk about the
buried.
nitty gritty.
I don't want to be buried. I don't think. One, it's the expense. You know me, my
Oh my God.
practical. I'm like the expense is extraordinary. But I also, my mom says the same thing. She's like, I don't want to be buried. Nobody goes to your grave, just there alone. And I was like, oh, I feel you, kid. I also am a hopeful romantic, and Bridges Over Madison County is one of my favorite movies. And they were cremated. She was cremated, and they spread her ashes where she met the love of her life that happened to be someone she was having an affair with.
Oh, not telling the plot.
Sorry, but it's amazing. Please watch it, everyone. And I think from there I was like, yo, I'm trying to be cremated. I don't want to be in the ground. Like, put me where yeah, I think
How do you
cremation.
how do you want to be remembered?
Girl, I don't know.
That ain't none of your business.
I think I don't know, because you know what, it's funny. I was sitting there and I was like, oh my God, who would I want? I was funny. I said, well, Miss Pam had wanted whoever spoke to speak. Like, would she have
Yeah.
wanted?
Who
Yeah.
would I want
Like,
to speak?
I said that,
I
and then
know.
I started thinking to myself, these girls couldn't speak.
I
I
was
really did.
absolutely, I would absolutely speak.
You could do it.
Tears and all. Absolutely, I would.
Oh, all right then. And I thought about my sister, and I was like, I don't know if that's fair to even ask her to. That's fair to ask. That's a lot. I did
Okay.
ask Black, and he said no.
If you passed, I think my biggest fear is if you passed, like,
Before
at,
you,
yeah, no, or like
I want.
now, at
Oh
this
yeah,
time. I'm
I would freak
I'm
out.
actually going to retract a lot. I'm saying this from a place of Miss Pam being older. Like if something were to happen to Jolie,
Oh my God.
if something were to happen to one of the young kids in our space, if something were to happen to you
That's what I'm trying to say. How do you make
in this
sense of that?
moment,
Yeah.
that would fuck me up. That
Yeah.
would fuck me up.
Because that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about right now.
Oh, that's what you think? I'm thinking about like we older,
That's the
even my
idea.
parents have lived a life and like, but if something happened now, I'd be
But
like, girl,
that's the
where's my
idea.
milk?
I think that's what I'm trying to say. That's the ideal. Like, I feel like Miss Pam was like, that everything was not, I don't want to say ideal, but everything was like, she went surrounded by her family, in the arms of the family that she loved, in the home that she loved, right?
Yeah,
She went with all of this legacy that
yeah,
she with all this all of all of these ripple effects into the world, all of this creativity, all of this love. She married the love of her life, who was still deeply in love with her, so
yeah.
much
Mm-hmm.
good. There
Mm-hmm.
wasn't anything you could point and say that was fucked up, that was undone, that was like, oh, she struggled. Like, no, she willed her daughter's success. She said, okay, got you. I'm a singer, but you gonna sing. And look what she did. And so, like, when you celebrate that life, it's like, hell yeah, you can make sense of that more, more
Okay.
easier, like readily available. Like, it's the sense is more readily
Easier to
available to
process.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, what? This death shit is like, it's not freaking me out, but it's just got my mind in a blender of like, wait, what? At any point, we could not be here. We see it all the time. We just had rest in peace to folks. None of those folks were particularly old except for Pee Wee, and he was only 70. Shanae was 50 something, and Angus was 25. Like, what? I don't know how I want, like, how do I want to be remembered right now?
Oh,
I would hope y'all would sing.
yeah,
I would
no,
hope y'all would get together and sing.
that would be very painful. But again, I think there would be a lot to account for, and the impact that you've made is still very tremendous. Um,
Just in
still
general, this shit is
tremendous.
nuts.
But it's a this is what life is about, child. This is what happens.
It's
Come on.
crazy. It's crazy. So then that brings
Hmm.
me to me specifically of like, okay, so here's the faith thing. What do you what are you, Antoinette, what are you rooted in that helps you submit to it when it happens? What are you rooted in that gives you faith that like after this it's okay, that this is a part of life outside of you just knowing that it's inevitable?
I'm confused. Versus you being like, oh, somebody passes and like
I'm talking about me
or not
specifically. Me,
for.
like you and me specifically. Like if you knew that you had a certain amount of time, like how do you wrestle with that? Like what comes next? Are you gone? Are you just gone? Like what happens? What for me I'm like you don't really have any real belief. You just think that oh, I don't have any real belief. Sometimes I'm like, "Oh, I think you come back." But like, do you really fucking think that?
Oh no,
And you don't really know.
no, no.
So how do you It's much
It-
easier if you believe in this place
It's
called
always.
heaven and you're going to be in God's glory and live all of eternity in bliss.
Hallelujah.
But without that, it's like, well, shit. Am I just gone? And then I start thinking about Black when he talks to me about he's not supposed to be attached to anything. He does that's why you gotta have practice this an attachment. And I'm like, but I'm attached to everything. What do you mean? That's what makes me great. Is that I
Hmm.
am attached. I do love. I'm like it's just nuts. It's really fucking nuts. And I believe it's funny, I was sitting there like I believe that Miss Pam is in heaven where she believes she was, that with God.
Oh, you believe that you believe it. That sounds like faith.
Yes, but think I believe it because of that's what she wanted, and that in my mind, like, duh, yeah, that's what happened. I've never considered what it would be like after this place for myself, for
Oh, I think
me.
it's fantastic. I think it's going to be fantastic. It has
What
to
do you
be.
think?
I don't know. My greatest fear, or what would make me really mad, is that it is lights out. That's it. Nothing else. Boom. Consciousness gone. Bam. Its
Yo,
consciousness is gone.
do you
I
remember Game of Thrones though when she was like, "What did you see when John died?" and he was like, "Nothing."
Yeah, I don't like that.
Me
Not
neither.
true referencing Game of
But do
Thrones.
you remember that?
Yeah, I do, but I don't like that at all. I know I think consciousness and energy is real, is eternal, is unbreakable. Science proves it, baby. Energy just keeps going, keeps generating. It cannot be destroyed. And I guess the question is around the consciousness, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I do hope that there is a next experience that is beyond this material experience, that hopefully there is some deeper understanding of what this was all about. That's my hope. I'm excited for that. I do. I do not think. I think it's impossible that it's just lights out, that's it, boom. Cannot be. It just cannot be.
Terrible ending.
It cannot be.
That's a HBO ending. Terrible. It's not how you end the series. Like what?
But I think what that experience is, we gonna find out, girl. Don't you worry. You're gonna find out, and I think I want to face that uncertainty with curiosity and I trust that it's fantastic. In the same way that you're born, bro. You just in utero, hearing this woman's voice, you're moving around, you're curled up, and then you come. You're what? You're just out, and you like 3 months later, you're like, bro, I have arms, I have consciousness, I'm not part of this being. Like, just this entry into life has to be fantastic. So that the outro has to be equally like, what? You go from being a balled up baby.
You go from being not even a baby at first.
A little alien, a little skeletal child. That's tricky. There's lots of religious I mean, again, what's the consciousness like in utero? Who knows? Who knows? And then you exit a vagina and you see faces, bro? What? And teeth? It's crazy. So death has to be wild. This whole shit is wild to me. It has to be. But fantastic nonetheless. I mean, I don't know. Heaven, hell. It's the eternity part that gets me. And we are not even high right now. And we are having...
If I was high, baby, you think I'm tripping right now? It would get weird over here.
It's the religious commitment to eternity that I'm like, nah.
Yes, you're such a...
forever. Because I fucked on Tyrone and had a baby. I'm going to be in hell for forever, bro.
You are such a sad... She was like... You talking about how long? Non-committal. Non-committal.
One place. What? No.
It's funny. I asked my grandmother once. I said, Grandma, when you transition, because she is a woman of God. Okay? She said, when you transition, what do you think happens? And she was like, what do you mean? I go to heaven, bitch. The fuck you talking about? And I was like, yeah, but like, what's heaven to you? And she was like, I don't understand what you're even asking me. And I said, well, like, do you go in this form? Or like, do you pick your favorite time to go? Like your favorite age? And like, for the people that you want to see, what if they didn't pick that age? You know?
Not the logistics. Fuck it up.
It cut off. Sorry, Monty.
Oh, gosh.
It's okay. We're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I said, what if you didn't pick that age? And she was looking at me like, girl, I'm 90 something years old. Do not stress me. Do not stress me. And I remember I asked my other grandma, my mom's mom, and I was like, because her husband died much earlier than her. And I was like, do you think you're going to see grandpa when you go to heaven? She was like, of course. But she had also had another partner after him. They never got married, but that was her boo. I was like, but and so I was like, well, did grandpa get older? Like, are you going to go back this age and then he's still 50? And what about
she hit
this
you.
Other guy?
She said, don't shut the fuck up. You trying to be smart?
I wasn't. No, don't make me laugh. I was really asking because I'm like,
good questions. Callers, you better call in and make sure you make sense of this aging.
Well, I was asking because I was like, so then I thought to myself, well, you know what? Maybe everyone has. This is what okay. Either you come back because God's like, try again. Not quite. Not quite. There's more for you to experience. There's more for you to learn. Or maybe everybody has their own version of heaven. So it's like the multiverse. So there's... Why would you laugh? Why would you laugh as I'm being vulnerable?
Because this is the portal too. everything.
Don't laugh.
I'm good ass.
So what if it's like the multiverse? And so in my version of my heaven, I'm a particular age and all the people, all the things, it's all what I want. And then in your version, maybe you're a different age and it's all the people they're exactly how you need them to be in that version. We're all but then that feels lonely too because then that's like they clone Tyrone and it's a whole bunch of just clones running around and it's not the real beings. Well, because if I'm living in my heaven as my true soul self, and then
Okay.
my clone self is in your version. Hopefully, you want me in your version of heaven, and it's a different iteration of me, a different time. Maybe we're 50 then,
Okay.
40. Then that's not really me, is it? I don't get it how this goes. And for me, I just stop.
First of all,
For me, I'm like, I need more understanding around how this works so I can get on board. Okay? That's going to be me on my deathbed. Like, can somebody explain what happens next? Give me the steps. I might need to pack a bag. There's things that I might need. Like, and I'm hearing myself and I'm like, you're nuts. And this is very type A. This is very much me. And I've just realized how nuts it is. Where you're just like, it's gotta be dope. We outside, just not forever, but we outside. And I'm like, well, what's outside? Who's there? How old are they? Where is it quite at? Like, how long does it take to get there?
I don't know. I think pretty much everything. It's beyond our comprehension, and I really do. I think it's beyond our comprehension, and I surely believe if anything death teaches us is that we are not our bodies. So us thinking that we're gonna go in with these forms and like aging and all that shit is just like not real.
So it's just souls, like little star souls.
Just like, it's energy, man. It's energy, bruh. Time isn't real, man.
This is terrifying.
She's like,
this is terrifying for real. Because I'm like, I don't want to be a star sitting somewhere.
I don't know about a star. It's beyond your comprehension. We all have to deal with the uncertainty.
How is that? That's what. Okay, so that's.
We just have to deal with the uncertainty.
How is that okay with you?
Uncertainty right now, like this is all that is guaranteed. Is what? What the fuck? For a long time, for the next 60 minutes before you go to bed, you're gonna wake up. It's still like, bro, what?
You're the only person that can make me laugh about this because I'm actually getting more stressed out.
You can't control it. You can't control anything in the first place. So, enjoy this.
I gotta have sex. I can't go out like this.
Y'all, listen.
For real.
I think
I would be mad as shit on my deathbed. Like, what? I was waiting for what? For who?
Yeah, I think that's important, though.
It is.
The full range of life. The full range. And it's the sorrow and the sadness and the heartache and the challenge and the monotony and the pleasure. Yeah. It's lit. Enjoy it while we can, because we have no idea. Period. Enjoy your time here, because what the fuck?
Do you think happening? That this is my last question for you? Do you think that? No, I'm serious. Do you think that like part of your upbringing helps you manage this? I'm not gonna say what it is because you're all secretive about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, absolutely. This idea of you're not your body. You're a spirit soul, and your purpose here in the human form is to realize that you're a spirit soul. That's our number one purpose here. And that requires you to be in practice of not identifying with it, which is a part of what you were saying, detaching, right? Which is a process. I don't know if that shit's true too. Because if you go deep into what that belief is, it's wild, bro. You think Christianity's philosophy is wild. Hinduism, nigga, is what? What in the elephant? What in the 7 arms deity? What?
Oh my God.
What is the goal here? I just mind my business, internet. The more I know, the less I know, Janet.
I hope you guys
But I do
enjoyed this.
think.
I'm done. But go ahead and finish. I'm sorry. I'm fucking spent because my head is spinning. And you're just like, you're helping. Like, you're helping distract me. You're helping. It's more than that. You're helping me. You're helping me, but you're not saying what I want to hear. You're not
What do
giving
you want to
me.
hear? That you know is going to happen when you die? And
Or
exactly
like,
how to live your life so that you haven't wasted it?
no, like
Girl,
give me some sort of faith to cling on to so that I am not scared.
scared
Yeah.
of what? Or what are you scared of?
Bitch, did you hear what we just talked about for the last hour?
But
I gotta go.
I mean, if you're scared, you're gonna go to hell forever. Like that's
No, I'm
scary
not
to be like,
scared
damn,
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna go
be
to
in
hell.
hell
I ain't going to hell.
forever.
I'm not going to hell.
Forever?
And I don't even believe in hell if I'm being honest. That's something that I know what I don't believe, and it's
Hot
that.
topic.
I gotta go. For real. I can't just hurt
Hot
you.
topic. You know, hell.
I don't think
What you
there's a
scared
hell.
for?
I don't know. I want to know what's after this.
Okay. Girl, you don't know what's after the next second,
That's
child.
terrifying. Like, it's really hitting me that, like, I could die tomorrow. I could die getting in a car. People do it all the time. I could drive back to New York and die. I'm having like a fucking what movie was that? My Girl. Remember when she was tripping? That's how I feel. Like I could die
She did
tomorrow.
trip. She forgot
But
about
was she tripping?
young boy
That shit
died.
is terrifying.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to offer something to console that reality that we all have to contend with. We all are gonna die, but maybe internet is fantastic. Maybe it's not scary. Maybe it's sensational and welcoming and
No,
a
I think
relief.
it is. I think I'm just scared of it right now. I don't
Maybe
want
it's
to go.
yeah, I do. I feel that. I think that's a hard thing. Yeah, that's the scary part. That's the scary part. But I think if you're in practice of surrendering to the uncertainty that we face now, right? Because that's all we have, and being in relationship with the uncertainty and surrendering to it, it makes it a little bit easier. But if you resist it and you think you control it, and you're perpetually measuring yourself, then it gets hard because you're always gonna fall short. There's not enough time. You didn't do enough. But if you're accepting and you're present to what is happening and unfolding, and thinking about the uncertainty as unfoldment, then it becomes a relationship of again curiosity and presence and fullness. And I think that you do that. I think that's your nature to be full and to be, you're in your best self. You're childlike and you're laughing. Your eyes are big and crazy looking, and you're like here. I think that's the energy that you want to tap into, and feels good and feels natural, not like bare knuckled. Like, am I doing enough? Because we're gonna die any minute.
Why do I sound like that? All right, this episode's over. Thank you.
Wow! Welcome back to Radicate. We motherfucking back. Damn. Gets the range on this podcast.
They're probably like, what the fuck
It's
was
undefeated. Find you another podcast that does this. And we ain't even high. We ain't had a drink. I did, but that didn't count.
You did it?
I had a beer. About to look like myself in front of these people.
I was wondering. She's taking her makeup off now, y'all.
Anyway, we love you, Miss Pam, and we love life. I'm trying to. I'm gonna be present to it.
What's the name of this episode?
What is happening?
No.
No.
What the fuck happens when you die? Like,
Look at her face. You gotta do shrooms there today.
no.
That's what it is. You gotta do some drugs, bro.
Who are you?
You do.
No, seriously.
For real. I need to find you a real nigga shaman to take you to the other side.
You're so. I don't know anybody like you, babe. You as crazy as the boy from Florida. Shout out to both of y'all. It's
That's a
different ways.
compliment.
I know it is. I love him.
I need
I
to.
realize I surround myself with very unique characters.
You do.
I really do. Everybody in my life is a fucking
Something ain't right with
character.
you, child.
I know. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of personalities in this room.
Well, you know what would be nice? What's one thing that we can commit to?
No, come on. I'm too
Like, let this shit.
I'm just done. I'm not doing this. I'm not. I don't have it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I don't have it. I'm just terrified. Maybe I'm still grieving, and that's why I'm scared. Or maybe
Yeah, you're gonna be grieving.
I'm
for a
getting more
minute.
serious
Mm.
about my motherfucking life. Bam, help! Miss Bam, help me. Help me
All
figure
right,
this
girl.
out.
We gotta go.
She like, girl, go to Jesus and stop fucking playing with me.
Exactly. Samuel,
You wasn't at my funeral? You ain't hear what they said? I told you when I was alive. I'm telling you now. Girl, what's wrong with you?
girl.
Tighten up. She probably irritated too. She
That's
listens-
exactly what she would say.
She would.
You,
She be
and
like, you talk about faith. You hear her? Girl, what faith
Only
you
way is through
need?
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ.
I know that's right.
And I don't say that facetiously.
I don't
I
think
think
there's anything wrong with it.
you like it. I love it. If it works, I've seen it transform lives, and I'm watching it carry people through really
Exactly.
hard times and
Exactly.
grief, and bring them together and show up and relieve themselves of the pain and uncertainty that we are experiencing over here. I dig it. It just, for me, it's the eternity for me.
It's not the
And somebody
eternity
can
for
really
me.
argue that down and break that down for me.
It's not the eternity. It's the. For me, it's the
It's the polarity and the eternity.
polarity. Yeah, it's more like, oh, only us though. Like,
Only us forever. We will be in heaven. And it's the logistics. Doing what? Paved in gold?
What'd you say?
It's really paved in gold. That's what I'm doing all this for?
Black capitalism.
That sounds weird to me.
Where greenery at?
Hell,
No.
we're going to hell.
No,
Trouble.
we're not. I don't believe in it. So if I don't believe in it, then it don't exist. This episode's
The
done.
Muslims,
There we
they want
go.
99 virgins.
Wait, what? For real?
Yeah, you go to heaven. You got a bunch of.
No, you about to say something that's not true? I can't tell with you. I can never tell if you know.
That's part of it. You go to heaven, you get virgins.
Wait,
You don't
what,
get
you
these
get
ran
virgin?
through measles.
All right, for real. For real. That's done. That's
Turned
a
up thotties.
no. That's
You get
for real. That's done.
No, for real. You go to you get. I don't know if the women don't get no virgins. Tricky. I don't know enough about that. I apologize.
Oh
But it
my
is a
god.
part of it. It is. We're losing followers. I can feel it. We're making mistakes.
Just from
apologize.
Justin Timberlake to this.
Yeah, I
Is
gotta
it-
stop. You gotta stop. I apologize.
Some reason it's okay as long as I don't say it. You can say it. You can say it, and I can be like,
I
stop.
apologize. Yeah.
And then they gonna be like, stop cutting her off when she talking. You like, what? What? Okay.
Stop telling her she giving the wrong information and disparaging thousand-year-old traditions and religions that are followed by millions of people and respected. The light-skinned woman
Devil,
hater,
devil,
man lover.
man lover.
Damn.
That is hilarious. Also, can you please tell the people why I sometimes we talking over each other? Because you can't hear me for some reason. Turn me up in your headphones. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sometimes before you was like,
Sometimes I
no.
can't. Sometimes I can't.
Girl, I be talking and you be like, cause I'm like, oh, she didn't hear me come in. She took a beat and I came in, but she didn't hear it. So let me shut up. All right, I love you. In this life,
too.
I'm clear about that.
Yeah.
But you be ready.
My psychic told me we got shit here to do. And my psychic did say that, so. So, okay. She said that one? All right. Anyhow. That's it.
That's it. Like, I'm done. I can't get this one pin in this ponytail without
Did you
it.
take that out?
No, no, I fixed the wrap around here. That was what was killing me. Girl, I had the biggest headache. All I had to do was take out the piece that you wrap around the ponytail and then rewrap it. I said, wow, this is fine now. Amanda was like, I'm so happy because I know that pain. I know that pain.
I gotta see what she's doing.
We probably gonna go over Jazz's house tomorrow. Can you go?
Oh, for real?
Before the
What's
before the Black
tomorrow?
Star thing? Girl, stop playing with me. We have the Black Star thing.
What time?
I don't know. I'm gonna get up, get myself together.
I have something at 9.
Mm.
And then I could meet y'all at like 1.
Wait, let's end it. Thank you all. All right. Bye.